When Stranger Things first premiered in 2016, nobody could have predicted how dramatically it would reshape the lives of its young cast. If you've been following the show's journey, make sure to stick around because we're diving deep into the controversies that have followed these actors as they've grown up in the global spotlight. The series arrived with a distinct 1980s aesthetic and a supernatural mystery that captured audiences worldwide. Its young actors became instant celebrities before many of them had even reached their teenage years. But unlike traditional television shows that released seasons annually, Stranger Things has stretched across nearly 10 years for just 5 seasons. We've literally watched these kids transform into adults while cameras, tabloids, and social media tracked their every move. With this level of constant visibility, controversy was almost unavoidable. Between the 4th and 5th seasons, the cast has faced unprecedented public scrutiny. Some controversies stem from personal decisions, others from political stances, and many simply from the impossible reality of maturing under a microscope that never blinks. Noah Schnapp, who portrays Will Byers, spent most of the series as the emotional anchor and quieter presence among the ensemble. Off-screen, he maintained a similarly low profile, avoiding drama and staying out of internet controversies. That reputation made his first major scandal feel particularly shocking. During the height of Season 4's popularity, Joseph Quinn's character Eddie Munson became a viral sensation. The musician Doja Cat publicly expressed her attraction to Quinn on social media, eventually direct messaging Noah, who was 17 at the time, asking if Joseph was single and requesting an introduction. Noah found the exchange amusing and posted a screenshot to TikTok, where it immediately exploded with millions of views. When Doja Cat discovered what had happened, she went live to address the situation. Initially, she seemed understanding, acknowledging that young people make mistakes and learn from them. However, her tone shifted as she described Noah's actions as socially unaware and exploitative, criticizing him for sharing their private conversation. The internet split into camps, with some defending Noah as just a kid having fun, while others agreed that posting private messages crossed a line. Noah eventually apologized publicly, stating everything was resolved and he still supported her music. The situation seemed to fade away. Then came October 2023, following the Hamas attacks in Israel. Noah shared posts supporting Israel with statements suggesting people either stood with Israel or with terrorism. The backlash was significant, but things escalated dramatically when video surfaced from a restaurant showing Noah and friends with stickers reading that Zionism was attractive and comparing Hamas to ISIS. The timing couldn't have been worse. The conflict dominated global headlines, emotions ran high, and even small celebrity actions carried enormous weight. Many viewers interpreted the stickers not as a thoughtless joke, but as a political endorsement, and the response was severe. People called his behavior disgusting and predicted his career would end after Stranger Things concluded. Noah attempted to clarify his position days later, posting that his beliefs had been misconstrued. He expressed wanting peace and security for all innocent people, hoping for the return of hostages and an end to innocent deaths, particularly women and children. Despite his statement, sympathy remained limited. Many questioned how his original stance could be misinterpreted and dismissed his words as a non-apology driven by fear of cancellation. The situation worsened when castmate Brett Gelman, who plays Murray Bauman, told TMZ that Noah didn't need to apologize at all. Brett defended the original statements, calling Hamas a terrorist organization and describing Zionism as the belief in Israel's right to exist. His comments alienated much of the public and intensified focus on Noah. This controversy will likely shadow him for years, but currently, no cast member faces more pressure than David Hopper. As Jim Hopper, Hopper became the show's stabilizing force, the protective father figure, and emotional center. Off-screen, he projected similar energy with relaxed confidence and approachable charisma that made him unexpectedly popular. That image made recent events feel like a jarring betrayal. Carver met British singer Lily Allen in 2019 on a celebrity dating app. Their relationship progressed quickly to red carpets, magazine features, a Vegas wedding, and eventually a full home tour for Architectural Digest. On the surface, it seemed perfect, the beloved TV dad and the sharp British pop star. How now, everyone lives long while watching the night. I am looking for a weapon and falling deep trap. Then, in February 2025, their divorce was announced. The story faded until late October 2025, less than 2 weeks before the Season 5 press tour began. Lily released an album with minimal promotion that was clearly about Harbor, not abstractly, but in explicit, detailed fashion. For the first time, the public heard her side of why their marriage ended. According to the album, Harbor requested an open relationship while they spent long periods apart for work. She agreed under specific conditions, but the arrangement fell apart. Her lyrics describe discovering he'd formed emotional attachments beyond their agreement, referencing someone named Madeline and suggesting he'd fallen in love. UK tabloids later identified one woman as Natalie Tippett, a costume designer from his 2023 film, who allegedly believed she was in an exclusive relationship with Harbor. Most devastating were lyrics suggesting Harbor may have gotten someone pregnant, asking if he'd taken her to a clinic and held her hand. The timing proved brutal. The world premiere for Season 5 was just 13 days away, forcing Harbor into the public eye exactly when he'd want to disappear. Then, days before the premiere, reports emerged claiming Millie Bobby Brown had filed harassment and bullying complaints against Harbor before filming Season 5. The Daily Mail cited anonymous sources describing pages of accusations and a months-long investigation. Variety confirmed an investigation had occurred and been resolved, with complaints being non-sexual in nature. Neither Netflix, Brown, nor Harbor commented. At the November 6 premiere, Millie and David appeared together, smiling and hugging for photographers. When asked about allegations, co-creator Ross Duffer said he couldn't discuss personal on-set matters, but emphasized that after 10 years, the cast is family and nothing matters more than everyone feeling safe and happy. As the press tour continued, Harbor was notably absent from several cast interviews he'd historically participated in, though insiders attributed this to his filming schedule. While this level of negative press is new for Harbor, Millie Bobby Brown has endured years of intense scrutiny. She joined Stranger Things at 11 years old, and by the season's end, she'd become one of the world's most recognizable young actors. That attention proved both blessing and curse. As public appearances increased, a narrative formed portraying Millie as rude, overconfident, and attention-seeking. Videos claiming she was rude in real life and that nobody liked her accumulated millions of views. Critics accused her of stealing spotlights, interrupting castmates, and trying too hard to be central. Defenders emerged, but the negative voices dominated. Everyone seemed to forget she was just a child. Millie later reflected on how she'd get excited during press tours with her 4 male co-stars, and they'd all talk over each other because they were 12. But the media bullied her heavily for it, making her stop speaking in interviews entirely, sitting silent like a deer in headlights. At 14, another controversy emerged when she mentioned texting Drake and receiving advice about boys. People questioned why a man in his early 30s was messaging a minor and telling her he missed her. Headlines framed it as inappropriate. Millie pushed back on Instagram, defending her right to have mentors in the business and telling people to focus on real problems instead of her friendships. The public conversation only grew more complicated as she kept working, getting married, adopting a child, leading the Enola Holmes franchise, and running her Florence by Mills brand. At 19, she'd built an entire adult life, but commentary still treated her like that kid from early press tours. Some podcasters openly called her unpleasant, and every expression of confidence triggered backlash. Her British accent became a talking point, shifting as she spent more time in America, though online critics accused her of faking it. Her appearance sparked endless commentary, with every styling choice treated as evidence she was trying too hard to look older. The recurring meme suggesting she looked 40 became a defining narrative. During a 2025 interview, she addressed this directly, pointing out that people met her at 10, so naturally at 21, after 10 years, her face had grown. She acknowledged that criticism about her appearance and accent had affected her, admitting she once tried changing herself to please the masses. After nearly a decade, Stranger Things is ending. For the cast, it closes a chapter that defined their childhoods, careers, and lives. But the controversies, scrutiny, and mistakes have become part of their story now. Thanks for watching, and if you want more deep dives into entertainment industry stories, Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell.